him enough. I don't need God and his hand. I need God and his face. If I loved him enough, I would praise him not upon the personality, but upon the principle that he is God. God by himself, and beside him there is no other. I would praise him upon the principle that every witch and warlock does not deserve my attention. I would praise him upon the principle that if I give everybody else my time, how much more does a holy God deserve my praise? How much more does a holy God deserve my affection? How much more does he deserve the clapping of my hands, the lifting of my voice, everything that has breath? Praise ye the Lord. Because I'm going to send the prophets, I'm going to send the evangelists, I'm going to send the prophetic voice, I'm going to send the apostle, and they're going to have a word that ain't going to make you comfortable. They're going to have a word that's going to kill that wicked witch and all her whores that's working for her, all the co-mothers that's working for her, all those wizards that are working for her, all those wizards that are casting spells and sending them through their personalities. You say she just mean. They say he just act that way. Well, that's just their proclivity. But the Lord said that witch got to die. I see her in all of her strings. I see her in all of her glory. But the Lord said, I need to make an exchange with you. Because right now, you see the issue, but you don't see the provision. Right now, you see the issue, but you don't see the provision. But the Lord said, I got to take you up a little higher. I got to show you something that you ain't never seen before. Because there are witches on the north, south, east, and the west. There are regional demons that you don't know how they function. But the Lord said, I'm going to show you. I'm not going to let my church. They're in the same devices. They like to come up in stuff and say this is just the way I am. And you just going to have to deal with it. But the Lord said, no, it's not. This ain't no personality. It's a principality. This ain't no personality. It's a principality. Cast it down. Every imagination and every high thing that would attempt to get itself against the knowledge of God. My God! You think God don't know about you? You think God don't see you? You think God don't have power? But the Lord said, I'm going to show you how to cast down the imagination that it thinks that it has the power against you. I'm going to show you how powerful the mind is, because the mind is able to think itself more highly than it ought. Ever seen somebody the truth of the matter was that cancer was shot. Because the mind can make you imagine that you got power. The mind can teach you its own education. The mind, if it's controlled by the enemy, can exalt itself against the knowledge and authority of God. The mind is susceptible to the workings of Satan. The mind is susceptible to the workings of the enemy. That is why God said, be renewed in the spirit of your mind. That is why Adam had to go to sleep, because God had to settle his mind. He had to settle his mind and get in his thoughts. God said, I'm going to give you that chance. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to back Satan up off you long enough for you to make an intelligent decision. God said, you can stop praying if they want to sacrifice. He said, I'm going to give them one last chance to back Satan up off of them. And if they don't choose in their right mind to do my will, they might as well be crazy. And come on over to St. Elizabeth. If you choose as a conscience after your will, free from the control of the enemy, free from the influence of Satan, to do what the enemy wants you to do, you might as well be cuckoo. If you don't want to do what God tells you, that's your choice. But no more shall my grace be approved for people that ain't qualified. Come on! No more shall my grace be overextended and you don't appreciate it. All this sorcery, you praying, but you pray in your own will. Did you even ask God what he wanted?
That's real serious right there. That's what most of them do.
Did you even ask God what he wanted?
The day she was talking about.
Did you ask him his will?
That's what they do.
My God.
Jesus.
Did you even ask him?
Jesus. My God.
Ooh, Lord, one today.
No, I don't ask everybody to keep me lifted up in prayer.
Right.
Because if you're the one keeping me lifted up,